everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to continue with this page today. So I did start this on a couple of colouring chats. So this is from Hanna Karlzon's newest release, Tales from the Witch's Cottage. And part 1 I did the apple, part 2 I did the frog and the chess box. So hopefully I can get the rest of the page completed today. I am of course using the Faber Castell polychromos pencils, and I'm just going to get straight in and I'm just going to start the crystals down here. So the colour I'm using first to base them all with is the Violet 138, and I have already just started basing this one. So just a light coating all through there. We've been to visit family this morning, which was nice. Well, right in the morning we went to swimming. Well, just my daughter. I took her to a swimming lesson. She did really well. She's so close off passing stage 4. So close. I think she's on 95 or 96%, so she only needs like 5% more, and then she'll be in the deep end of the big pool, so the very deepest end. Oh, I'm terrified for her. I'm not good at swimming myself. I can sort of do a doggy paddle and that's about it. I don't think I'd survive if I got dropped in the sea, put it that way. Yeah, Purple Violet 136 I'm using next. And then, yeah, so then we went to visit family. So I've had a nice little chilled Saturday. I wish I'd have dug out, actually, before starting these crystals, I wish I'd have dug out the, you know, the Helen Elliston colouring tutorial books. I wish I'd dug that out because I've no clue how to colour crystals. I'm putting it out there now, do not copy this. I shouldn't be saying that, should I? But yeah, don't copy it. In fact, I need to zoom in, don't I? Can't see nothing. Come on, Kirsty. Move you over that way. I've got pencils trying to attack me. That's a bit better, I think. She thinks. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, I shouldn't be saying don't copy me, but yeah, I'm trying my best. We can't be good at everything. Well, some people are. Annoyingly, some people are. Oh dear. What am I like? Yeah, so I'm just sort of picking out some darker areas and leaving some lighter areas because I'm hoping, she says hope, that I can get like a glow, sort of a glow look on these. Who knows? So I'm sort of leaving a bit of the outside, a bit white here. Don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I don't know what I am doing. Don't even listen to me. Oh, what am I like? My hay fever's been playing up a bit recently. I think we're into tree pollen now, aren't we, at this time of year? The grass pollen's gone, or the flower pottle? The flower pollen. Oh dear. And now we're on to the tree pollen, I think. Or is it the weed pollen? I don't know. Anyway, it's pollen, and I'm affected by it all. So there we go. Move on to this last crystal. So I'm trying to think what page I can do next for the checklist challenge. Has anybody else been doing the colouring checklist challenge too? Hosted by Colouring Chat with Sammy? I need to do, it's getting to all the ones that I don't want to do now. You know when you complete all the easy ones at first, or the ones you don't mind, and then it gets to the bottom of the barrel and you're like, oh, I don't really want to colour that, or I don't want to do that. But you have to test yourself, don't you? I think one of the ones I've left till last is St. Patrick's Day. Colour a page represented St. Patrick's Day because I couldn't find an illustration for St. Patrick's Day. Now I think Hannah Lynn possibly may have one, but I don't have any other books. I'll have to find out which one it is in, and then I'm going to have to buy either the PDF if that's available, or I'm going to have to buy the book for it, unless anybody knows any other Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Day images I could purchase off Etsy. So next up I'm using the Mauve 249, and I'm going to use this right in the darkest areas, so sort of down here at the bottom. Oh, a bit snapped off, let me get my brush. We'll sort of put a little shadow in there, shall we? Make it a bit darker on the edge there. I'm hoping this is going to look nice. Or look like a crystal. I am going to go around the outsides as well though with a white gel pen. So just going to put a dark line right on the edge. I don't know what my kids are doing next door. They're making some funny noises. They're pretending to be animals by the sounds of it. Just going to make this line dark, sort of buff it out a little bit. Does that look any more like a crystal, guys? I have no clue what I'm doing here. This is hilarious. No clue. All I know is crystals have some shiny parts, so obviously a lot of lighter areas. That's it. I have no idea how to approach this. That's why I've started it first, so I'm not like, oh no, I've still got those crystals to do. Just get them out of the way. What's your all-time worst thing to colour? Drop me a comment down below. Mine has definitely got to be number 1, metal. Number 2, crystals. So metal and crystals. And number 3, it's got to be glass as well. Glass. I can't colour glass. And then after that we'll go for skin, because I don't really like skin either. I am getting better at skin, but I'm not that confident yet. Let's get it dark on the bottom here. Buff that up a bit. So I'm concentrating now. The silence. Oh dear. I think I'm almost there with this one. Let's just get a bit more shading up here. I think we'll just leave it at that. There we go, and let's blend it out in the centre. So should I blend with a white? Yeah, I'm going to blend with a white. 101. Just avoiding the line art and just going in the centre mainly. Down the edges. And then we'll go around them with the gel pen. My belly's rumbling. Not long since I had something to eat. It's like, feed me. This is smoothing out quite nicely. Yeah, I thought purple crystals would go nice with the background that I picked. So with that lovely purple soft pastel background. And we're not using too many different colours in the illustration. So last one. And we've got these little bubbles as well. What do we think they are, them little bubbles? Do we think that's some sort of... I don't know, what could it be? There's no potion bottle. I was going to say it could have been like bubbles from a potion bottle, but I don't think there is. No, there's definitely not a potion bottle on this page. Right, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get my white gel pen, and we're going to have lots of fun going around these with the gel pen. I'm going to start over this side, so I don't make the mistake of going right to left when I'm left-handed. Smudging it on, we'll go this way. Really good, these gel pens. They've not let me down yet, guys. They've not let me down. Again, I'll link them in the description box if you're interested. They're the Arteza ones. They're brilliant. This 1mm, because you get a 0.6, a 0.8, and then a 1. And the 1 is just brilliant for going over line art. Brilliant. I still hadn't decided what I wanted to do with those circular bits on the apple, but it's sort of annoying me that it's not filled in, or it's not got a line around it. I don't know. Is it bugging anybody else, or is it just me? So I didn't know whether to put some glitter on them or not and make it like a bit of a magical apple. Or some gold Winsor and Newton ink. What do you think? Oh, missed that bit there. Missed that. And that as well. And the last one, I think I'm just going to wipe it off. It seems to have picked up a bit of the purple pigment. It's not going down as white on that one. Let's try again. Why is it doing that? It was really bright on this one, wasn't it? And I'm very raving about these gel pens and they're letting me down. What are you playing at, Arteza? That's just sod's law, isn't it? What is it doing? Look at that. That's gone awful. It's because I'm singing on praises. It's decided to, you know, make me look silly. What are you playing at, Arteza gel pen? Let me find another one because I've got like 3 of these somewhere. I think the nib just got a little bit dirty on that one. Please work. That's better. Don't be messing up on me, Arteza gel pen. I think it just picking up on all that pigment, all that purple pigment. I can hear my daughter next door, she's being crazy. She's been out with a PA today, having fun. So in this country, if your child's got a disability, you can get something called respite, which is where you can have a PA, a personal assistant, that will come and take her out and do lots of fun things with her. So that's where she's been today, having lots of fun. There, that'll have to do. Don't know why it started playing up. Naughty little gel pen. I'm just gonna put some more little lines in. There, that's the best I can do for crystal work. I'm gonna just move on to the frog now, and I'm going to do the little band around the hat and the leaves. So I'm going to use greens for this. So I am, for the bit around the hat, the sort of band, I am going to use a pencil I used on the frog. So I am going to use the olive green yellowish 178, and I am just going to block colour that band. I'm going to come in from this side, then I don't smudge all my gel pen work. But yeah, I'm going to just block colour this bit, guys. Nice and easy. There we go. Now I'm going to pick some lighter greens out for the little leaves, and then we'll decide what colour we want the flowers. So that'll be nice. I think I'm going to go for these two colours. So I've got a earth green yellowish. This one's really lovely actually. So earth green yellowish 168. So I'm going to go all over all the leaves with this to start off with. And do them little stalks as well on the flowers. And then I'm going to use, let's sharpen it first. I'm going to use this Juniper green 165. It's a bit hard to see that writing today for me. I think I need my eyes retesting. Juniper green 165. And I'm just gonna put in a little bit of this. And then I'm going to go back in with the colour we used first, the earth green yellowish 168, and I'm just going to go over it with a harder pressure now to mix it in. And that's the leaves done. So what colour to do the little flowers? I'm not sure yet. I'm going to start on the hat because I'm not sure what colour I want to do those flowers actually. I'm really not sure. So I'm going to pick out some greys, and it's sort of going to be, you know, it's going to be a black hat. I've decided, black hat, but it's going to have some lighter tones in it. So it's got a sort of highlight. So it's going to have a bit of grey in it as well. So I am going to pick out some colours. Oops, making a big racket, aren't I? So I'm going to base with the warm grey 274. And let's base this little hat. Are we in frame? I hope we are. So just starting from here. And we'll cover all the hat with this. So where you are in the world, is Halloween a big thing? Or is it not so much? I think here in England, it has got bigger over the years. I think we do tend to follow the US quite a lot. So it has got bigger over the years, but I don't think it's as big as what it is in America. But like I say, it has got more and more popular. So we do get quite a lot of trick-or-treaters. And there is actually a house near me that really do the house up fantastic, and they do it for charity. So they do it for a local hospice, and all the money, when you go and, you know, go in the garden, they've got lots of on display, and they have a little bucket, a charity bucket, where you can put a bit of change in, and it all gets donated to the local hospice, which is brilliant. It's a really nice hospice, the one by us. Really lovely. So they, of course, the hospice, of course, they it's where you go at the end of life. So unfortunately, when you come to the end of your life and you need palliative care, that's where you go, to the hospice. So it's a well worthy cause. And of course the kids love it as well. The kids love going looking at the house all done up. I think they did it Adam's Family theme one year. It was brilliant. So I'm going to go in with black 1999, and I'm just going to pick out some of the darker areas, and we'll get some. This isn't going to be neat to start off with. I am just picking out and sort of making way for where I want the depth. So yeah, expect it to look a bit strange at first. Pull that down there a little bit. I'll go in a bit darker there. So I'm sort of picking out all the ridges, like the folds in the hat, because you can see where the line art's been put in, where the folds and creases in the hat would be, and they would be darker. So that's what I'm trying to map out. She says. So I've been looking as well. I know we're only in September and we've not even had Halloween yet, but I have been looking for some nativity illustrations. Now I found a really gorgeous Hannah Lynn one. It was like the Virgin Mary, and she had the three wise men behind her on camels. She was holding baby Jesus. A really gorgeous one. But if you know of any more popular artists who have got really nice nativity pages, or some sort of angel, or anything like that to do with nativity, could you please comment down below and let me know, please? I'm on the hunt. I've got some in the pipelines, and I really need some cutesy nativity pages. But I know it's September. But is it 98 days? They've been doing a countdown on the telly. Is it 98 days till Christmas? Oh gosh, I really don't need to know that when I've got 5 kids, do I? best get starting to buy things and put it away. I have a big I have one of those beds where you can lift, you sort of lift it up and you can put things underneath it. You sort of lift the mattress up and you can hide things underneath. So that's my hiding place for all the Christmas stuff. So if we have robbers, you know, they're gonna chuck me out of bed first, aren't they? To get to the stuff. Oh dear. What am I like? So I'm gonna do it dark down here because this is all in shadow, isn't it? Be careful around that flower. Pull that up a bit. I'm going to do it dark all down here, all where the leaves are, in between the leaves. Darkness. maybe a little bit brighter there, not much. Right, and then I'm just fiddling. I'm fussing now. I'm keep fiddling with something. There's a little bit there. Now I just need to do the bottom bit. These pencils keep sticking to my arm. They're in my way on the left hand side. I've got pencils all over the show. So I'm going to start off with this bottom of this hat, or the base, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to start off with a dark rim, almost. I'm glad I went for this black now though. I was toying between doing it black or like, you know, like a tan brown sort of colour, but I think it's best I did it black, isn't it, really, with it being a witch's hat. So I'm going to carry on the harsh black line underneath this band as well. So we'll go right under there with the hard pressure. Oh, I'm going to have to tidy my desk up. I've no room on it. You know when you just start leaning on everything? I'm leaning on everything. Believe me. So I'm going to sort of blend these edges out. Where I've gone in with a hard pressure, I'm going to try and blend them towards the centre so it comes to a sort of lighter colour in the middle. And then I will find a lighter grey to blend it all properly with. Let's just go in darker there. That's looking okay. There we go. So now I'm going to find a really light grey, lighter than what I've used. Thinking, will this be okay? Let me sharpen it. This is Warm Grey 272, so it is a lot lighter than the one we used. Which one's this? Is the one I put down first, so I'm going to use it. It's quite a lot lighter. I'm just going in with a hard pressure and I'm bringing it all together. If you find that there's any areas that you want to darken up, you can just go in with the black again after you've done this, because you know black will go over this. Get right into those bits of the flower. I'm indecisive about what colour to do the petals on the flower. It's really bugging me. I was thinking, should I do them red? And then I'm thinking, nah, it's too close to the apple again and they're not going to stand out very much. Then I'm thinking, should I do it purple? Because I've just done the crystals purple. Who knows? But I like that. I like how the hat's turned out. It's quite pretty. Let's move that. So the star's definitely going to be gold anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get my gold Fleur gel pen again. I'll link these in the description as well. So I am just gonna do all of the star with this. You know what I've not got out in a while? My Stickles Glitter Glue. Not had that out in quite a while actually. Flowers. Gonna have to make a decision on these bad boys now. You know what, instead of having the middle of the flower yellow like you typically would, I'm gonna go in with the green. I'm gonna go in with the olive green yellowish 173, and I'm gonna do them that colour instead. I think that's more toad like to sort of go in with the theme of the whole page. And then ooh, what colour guys? Should I go for a blue? Blue flower, like a sort of, like this sort of blue. That might be nice. sky blue, because I can use this for the bubbles as well at the bottom, and then we've sort of got that tying in with that, maybe. So again, I'm going to block colour these flowers because they are teeny tiny, and there's no use trying to, you know, create some sort of shadowing on them. That's cute. I'm even gonna, with my white gel pen, is this the one that's working okay? I'm gonna go around the petal heads with the white gel pen. Because why not? Again, why not? My kids are being so silly. I can hear them. Right, I'm going to bring you up. I did point at these bubbles before for using this colour with. So I'm going to base them first with this same colour I've just used on the flowers. So it was, did I tell you what colour it was? Sky Blue 146. I don't know if I did. I do apologise. So Sky Blue 146 for the little bubbles. And then I'm going to get a darker shade, so I'm going to use the Ultramarine 120, and I'm going to make them darker in the middle, sort of dark in the middle, and then just blending it out at the edges. Can you hear my daughter? She's not being crazy, honestly. Now I'm going to use a white 101 to just blend. Oh my gosh, what is she doing? Never a dull moment on my videos, is there, guys? This is how crazy they are 24/7 though. This is reality, this noise you can hear. I'm going to go around those bubbles as well with a white gel pen. Going white gel pen crazy today. We're slamming doors now. Hopefully you can see. Oh dear God. Yeah, hopefully you can see my big hand's not in the way. I was going to finish this page on Monday, you know, so I didn't have all the banging and noise in the background, but I want to start something new on Monday. I want like a different page. Not quite decided yet, but I want to colour in one of my other books. So I have had quite a few new books recently as well. So I might actually pick a page from Miller Morota's new book, maybe. We'll see. So that's the crystals and bubbles and the hat done. Now to go on to this bad boy. So I'm going to start with this top bit of the dagger first. So let's get it all in. And I thought I would use sort of the same colours as what I used on the chest at the bottom. So these sort of cream and green gold. I thought that would be nice for this part and maybe the handle. So yeah, let's just get going. Let me find these pencils. So we've got the cream there, we've got the green gold, and then I'm going to use this brown ochre I'm going to use for that little handle bit there. So yes, let's sharpen this cream pencil. Let's get in there. It's getting tiny, this. I need to order myself a new one. Open stock. I think I'll just get a few of the colours that I use most. You know, my most popular ones. Because I can really tell now, after you've been using pencils for a while, when you look at them, you can really tell which ones you use a lot and which ones you don't use so often. So it's really noticeable now. It's really noticeable which ones I use and which I don't. So perhaps I have to get myself a few backups, because these are my favourite pencil. So it's well worth it for me. Let's get a few backups. So there we go, and now I'm going to go in with the green gold when I get it sharpened. So that was the cream 102. This is the green gold 268. Oh, a bit of the pencil snapped off there. It made me go out of the lines as well, that did. The Tombow Mono Eraser is fantastic for that. Where is it? This one here. This Mono Zero. It's brilliant for little bits. Just little bits what you go over the lines with. It's brilliant. So I'm sort of just picking out some areas to make darker. So going in with a hard pressure in some areas and then bringing it off to a light pressure in others. So it's sort of got a mix of tones in there. So sort of darker on the edges, lighter on the middle bits. Almost. You get the idea. Don't know how I'm going to do this bit, so we'll just wing that. It's not going to look like metal, just put it out there. It's really not. It's really not. I need to actually, if anybody knows any YouTubers who have put some colours out in the polychromos for metal, some good combos, let me know. Or if you're a YouTuber yourself and you've got a good combo for metal, you won't let me in on the secret. You can let me in on the secret. So going back in with the cream 102 now, I'm just going to do this handle. And then going back in with the green gold 268. I'm going to go down the outsides and slowly blend it towards the middle. So we've sort of still got the cream colour in the centre. And then right on the outsides again, I'm going to go in with a bit of a darker colour, brown ochre 182. I'm just going to darken it up right at the bottom there, right at the edge. Barely putting anything down, but you can tell it's there. You can see more depth that's come into it. There we go. I may even put a bit of this down here. Bit down there. And then the middle bits, I'm going to get my gel pens out again. The middle bits, I'm going to sort of do the red and gold that I used on the chest box. I'm going to use on here as well. So the gems are going to be red on the dagger. So in the centre of here. They look gorgeous together, those colours. That sort of green, gold and red. It's really lovely, isn't it? So bringing some of that into it, it's really pretty. I will leave that little curve I'm going to do in gold. So let's get my gold. I'm going to do this bit here gold as well. These bits. Then just that and that. Oh, and this bit. Not forgetting that bit. The butterfly, I'm going to bring the blues into the wings. So the blues that we used on the bubbles down at the bottom, I'm going to use for the butterfly up there. So do we need to zoom in anymore? Are we okay? I'm terrified of it being off camera because I'm so good at doing that. So going back in with Sky Blue 146, I'm going to go over the wings. I will bring some gel pens into the wings as well. At the end. At the end, guys. So I'm going to do its whole body in this colour as well if I decide to do a bit of shading. With a deeper blue, I might do that. But now we're going to go in with the Ultramarine 120, and I'm going to make it so the wings are darker on the edges. So we're going to go in dark on the edge, and then let me just do that, and then we're just going to slowly pull the colour in. Like that. That's really nice. I'm loving this page. Loving it. It's magical. Magical. And then I'm gonna do these ones at the bottom, so the darkness is here underneath, because that's where the shadow looks like it would be, and lighter on the edges. There we go. I am going to use a darker blue. Let me have a look what colours I've got. I'm going to use this Helio blue reddish 151, and I'm going to use that for his body. So I'm going to put this right on the outsides and then leaving it a bit lighter in the middle like that, and then the same around the head. So I'm going to sort of have this little spot in the middle of the head that's a bit lighter than the rest, sort of a little highlight, and then the same with the body. So I'm totally ignoring the fact that we've got stripes there. I'm not going to put the stripes in. Just doing that. Oh, I really like that. Now I'm just going to use black for its legs. So black 199 for its little leggies. And then its eyes. Its eyes need to be black. Right, now I'm going to use the same purples I used for the crystals at the bottom for this little crystal at the top. So I'm first going to base it with Violet 138. Getting hard to read these pencils. So Violet 138, and then I'm just going to go straight. I'm going to miss out the middle colour because it's super tiny, and I'm going to go straight in with the Mauve 249 to just make some bits a bit darker, some lighter, but there's not much I can do when it's so tiny. So, and then we'll get the gel pen, but I'm not going to use my number 1 gel pen. I'm going to use the 0.6 because it's quite small, so I want to sort of thinner gel pen for this. Cute. Then I'm going to use my red glitter gel pen again for that bit and for the bits in his wings, the little spots. And then a gold gel pen for the little ring here. So next up, onto the metal. I'm going to have to zoom you out so we've got all the metal on in frame. So let me try and, have we got it all on yet? Let me check. There, about there, that'll be fine, won't it? So I'm going to use, because it is metal, I'm going to use cold greys. So I'm just going to have like, see what cold greys I've got. I need one for a base and then one for, that's going to be a bit darker. Or a mid-tone as well. So let's have a look at these cold greys. They look okay. So first I'm going to base it with the lightest one. And the lightest one is Cold Grey 230. So this is going over everything. Over all of it. Nemesis. Colouring so many Nemesis today. What am I doing? Oh, I've put shavings all over my page as well. Why do I keep doing that? Get away. Next I'm going to use the Midtone, which is... Oh, that pencil just went on the floor. 1 second. I had to stop recording to try and find it. That totally disappeared under the desk then. I thought, I can't have you hearing all this me stumbling under the desk. That would have been funny. So Cold Grey 232 I'm going to go in with now. I'm just gonna, no, I'm gonna go in with the darkest colour first, actually, the darkest one. Gonna go in with Cold Grey 235, sorry. I'm gonna start right on the ends. And that is gonna be the darkest point. And it's only gonna be a little bit. And up there. And not forgetting the bit down at the bottom. So I am just going to blend this out a little bit so that it's going lighter towards the centre. This will probably be shocking. I'm going to blend it all out with a white as well. Probably a white, I'm thinking a white. So has anybody bought any interesting supplies lately? I've not seen anything that's took my fancy, to be honest. That's why I've not done a haul video in ages. Because there's not really been anything that I want, so I'm not buying things if there's nothing I want, if you know what I mean. But yeah, not really seen anything that takes my fancy. I definitely don't want any more pencils. I've dabbled with buying different pencil sets and I've found my favourites, and you know, I don't need to get anything else because, you know, I'm already using my favourites and that's that. Cold Grey 232. Just going to go over where I've been and then bring this colour slightly more into the centre. But yeah, I've not even been using my watercolours a lot lately. I need to do a page with watercolours, I think. I did use my sort of glittery metallic ones on a page the other day, but that's the first time I had them out in ages. You know, the handmade ones. I think I used a mix of GD Colour and KG Design by Karen. And that was on the turtle page that I did in Circle of Life, that one. Right, I'm going to use the very first colour I put down now, Cold Grey 230. I don't think I'm going to use the white actually. or maybe just a little bit over this little highlight here. Yeah, just a tiny bit of the white, 101, just to put around this area, just to brighten it up a little bit. A bit down there. Don't think you're getting many metal tips from me, guys. So I'm going to use my gel pen again just to get some little highlights in. So I'm going to sort of just put some lines down, like for the shine. One here. Yeah, I think that's it. Now, last but not least, I am going to go in with some glitter. Let me zoom you out. We're still, is that all the page in the frame? Let's bring you down. So I've zoomed out so that we can see all the page, because I'm going to put the glitter all around it. Not glitter, the Winsor & Newton gold ink. I'm going to splat some all around here and sort of here onto the soft pastel. So I'm going to try and find one of my old brushes. I think I've got one here. Yeah, I think this is the one I normally use for the Winsor & Newton gold ink. And I'm going to give it a really good mix with this, because it does clump together a little bit at the bottom, so you want to make sure that all that ink, all that metallic is mixed up nicely. And then I'm just going to wipe my brush off a bit, then I'm just going to splat. And again, I'm going to put some over here. I'm not good with my left hand, look what I've done. You know what? I colour with my left hand. Well, that can be like the big magic splodge. I colour with my left hand, but I can't do that with my left hand. Got issues, haven't I? I'm sort of a bit ambidextrous. I can't write perfectly with my right hand, but I write with my left hand, but everything else I do with my right hand. It's so strange. Right, I think I'm going to put a big blob over here as well, so it doesn't leak odd. So I'm going to try and get a massive blob, or a few massive blobs over that side. I'm going to put a few little ones down here if I can. Not with my left hand, no, because they don't use that left hand. I think this brush needs cleaning off a bit. I think it's gone a bit stiff from doing this so many times. It's not been cleaned off properly. I'll put a few around the froggy's face. There we go. I think I'm going to leave it at that. That's beautiful. So let me put the lid on this ink before we have a disaster, because I know what I'm like. Don't want to have a disaster with that ink. Although I'm going to buy myself some more as well, because I've not much left of it. So there it is. So we got it done in 3 parts. I think I'm going to leave the apple as it is. I didn't want to ruin it, you know, colouring in these dots or doing anything specific with it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. Can you see the ink? How metallic it is. I'm going to bring you up. Look at that. How fab is that? So that is our page done. How cool is that page? So thanks everyone for watching. Please do hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.